So, guys, it's with a great sadness that I inform all of you that another subreddit has fallen to Vaush derangement syndrome. Now, I know what you're thinking right there. Vaush derangement syndrome. What's that? Well, first of all, it's APA recognized, so don't step to the king. Okay, don't miss. All right. In reality, though, if you've been watching me for any length of time, you know there are some people who despise me, like really, really hate me. And funnily enough, most of that hatred doesn't come from the far right, even though that's like 99% of what I deal with, you know. Most of it comes from the left, actually. That a lot of people on the left really hate me, and a lot of them hate me for really wild reasons. I mean, they'll say I'm a fascist. You can look at my content for a refutation on that perspective. They'll say I'm a transphobe. They'll go off and off and off, and it's like they've never even watched me, which in reality I don't think they have. So there's this subreddit called Antifa Stone Toss, which there's this Among Us comic artist who, oh, is this about me? Oh, nice. Here, this one's even criticizing it. There's this Among Us comic artist who's a fan of mine, and he made this cute comic about me. I think that the original, here, I have the original comic here. It's actually my my Twitter banner. It's making reference to a cute debate tactic that I use. See? There you go. Anyway, it's really cute, and I appreciate the shout out from an artist. But anyway, this got posted to the Antifa Stone Toss subreddit, which is about making fun of that artist, and it got thousands of upvotes. There were fans of mine that were in there, like making fun of the original comic. There were anti-fans of mine arguing with my fans, and then eventually, the mods of that subreddit nuked it, banned everyone who supported me, pinned a post saying, "Get the fuck out, Vaushites and liberals," which is massively downvoted at the moment. No comments allowed. Not here, not with these moderators. There was a moderator in this subreddit who opposed this behavior, banning literally hundreds of people just for liking me, and that one got demodded. So what essentially happened there was we had a nice subreddit, and it's a left-leaning subreddit, and lots of cool people there. And then what happened was there was a choice where they had the opportunity to side either with me against a Nazi or with the Nazi against me. And they chose to side with the Nazi. And the mod who dissented got demodded. Now, this isn't the first subreddit that this has happened to. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, I think that this happening was so significant that it got a subreddit drama post about it. Which, if you can find it, the level-headed people over here at Subreddit Drama are pointing out the fact that this subreddit, along with many other, hate me, and they engage in a lot of ridiculous sectarian infighting and so on and so forth. Oh yeah, one of the rules here in Antifa Stone Toss is no infighting. Yep, here we go. No infighting. We're here to fight fascism, not each other. The only exception are fascists and anything adjacent to fascism. But I'm a fascist, so I'm caught in that web too. Anyway, fans of mine have all moved over to the infinitely superior subreddit. Hold on. Antifa Vaush Toss, where you get high-quality content, you know? The good stuff. I think I actually saw an edit here where somebody did the deepfake thing to make me do the song, you know? Yeah, Fortnite, we about to get down, that one. Lovely stuff here, you know? Anyway, wonderful sub, phenomenal content. My fans are fantastic. Couldn't ask for a better group of fans. But the reason I want to talk about this is because I think that at this point, I am now public enemy number one of pretty much every left-leaning sub on Reddit. See, the type of people who want to mod subreddits are usually, well, they're not the most socially functional people, I'll say that. They're usually people who are willing to do a lot of work for no pay and no thanks, and the only thing they get from it are the ability to control other people. Essentially authoritarians. Extremely online people who get off on controlling whatever communities they're made to moderate. That's pretty much what Reddit moderators are and do. Let's not parse that, you know? So, unfortunately, as far as I can tell, pretty much every left-leaning sub on Reddit is controlled by tankies. Like proper tankies, as in they're like authoritarian, Stalinist, defend North Korea types, you know? And the reason they hate me is in large part because of two things that I've done. One, I insisted that voting for Biden was something we should do because Trump winning again in 2020 would be disastrous. I don't think this is a particularly controversial opinion outside of an incredibly niche group of always online losers. And two, I don't like it that China's doing a genocide of Muslims. That's not my favorite thing. I dislike it. Let's say I'm anti that. You know, it's not a thing that I like very much. Chat hypers, if you're a Vaush fan, that's me, and you've been banned from a lefty subreddit sometime in the past couple months for being a fan of mine. Decent number of people. Yes, you get banned for being you, Xander Hall. Decent number of people. Some of these subreddits actually have auto ban lists. If you've ever posted in my subreddit, you get auto banned. If you ever post to my subreddit, you actually get DMs from the auto moderators and other subreddits saying, "You've posted in Vaush V, you're now banned from doot 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 doot." That's real, by the way. That's a real thing that happens. And some of these subreddits have actually, I'm being serious here, they've installed a bot called the Vaush bot. And what happens is when you say Vaush in one of these subreddits, it'll throw out one of the umpteen billion weird out of context smears that people throw my way, you know? It's like that, like it's like instant, you know? And that's a bot. They specifically built it and installed it for these subreddits. Now, do they do this for anyone else? Ben Shapiro, Nick Fuentes, Jordan Peterson, Donald Trump? No. There is one human who they dislike so much that they essentially have the anti-me equivalent of a Stormfront copy pasta list loaded into a bot. It's me. Now, the creator of that bot got nuked off Reddit, Trollnaldo Dump, because it turns out that he was a lunatic who was sending people death threats and pretending to be an Asian woman to try to win idpol points in a subreddit. I don't even remember the details. I got multiple emails from people saying that he was threatening death on people for being my fan. I don't know. So that's the type of person. Then that guy modded like 20 left-leaning subs. Maybe more than 20. 20, 30, a lot, you know? Like a lot. So the unfortunate reality is that if you're a fan of mine and you express appreciation of me and my content, oh yeah, he made a ton of alts too. If you express appreciation of my content, you will be hated by the moderation of these subreddits because there are generally always online power tripping losers who I think do a lot of harm to the left, generally speaking. It's the same reason why if you go onto Our Communism and you ask how China is considered socialist, even though they've done and do nothing socialist, you'll get instantly banned. You know, it's one of those type deals. The moderation on Reddit just doesn't like me very much. But frankly, if people aren't going to like me, I would rather be disliked because they don't like the fact that I'm anti-genocide than for any other reason. If I'm going to be disliked, I'll be disliked for that reason. I'm proud to be hated by genocide deniers. That means I'm living my life according to some kind of principled ethical code, you know? Which is about as good as it gets, I think. There are many subreddits like this. I think that Shit Liberal Says is like that as well. But at the end of the day, there is yet a truth that remains, okay? And it's that this post is massively downvoted. This one saying, "Get the fuck out, Vaushites," in the Antifa Stone Toss subreddit, the one where Rule 2 is no infighting. And you know why? It's because I have a fuck ton of fans. I have a metric fuck ton of fans. I am huge. And my followers are leftists. And they are in every left-leaning community. They are everywhere. They are all over the place. Some of them loud, some of them quiet, but they are all over the place. And you know what? They were a part of Antifa Stone Toss because they liked the content here. They liked the content in this subreddit. And they got banned from it because the power-tripping mods didn't like the fact that the person they were all a fan of believes that China's committing a genocide against the Uyghur Muslims. And also believes that Biden is better than Trump. So, anyway, you know, you make the enemies you make, but it is kind of funny that 2 years into this, I've become the single most hated figure by the worst elements of all the online left. I must be doing something right. Anyway, don't let that discourage you, my fine friends. Remember, Vaushites, if that's the name we're going with, are the most oppressed group in the internet. Never let anyone tell you otherwise, okay? That's what you all are. So stay strong, okay? Stay together. We're forming an internet union, okay? That's what we're doing. Stay strong. Also, check out if you're so inclined, the Antifa Vaush toss subreddit is great. Vaush V is great. That's my subreddit. And Okay Buddy Vaush is great. We're getting an expanded universe. I gotta plug them, you know? So keep that in mind.